Welcome to Inspirasi Podcast, where we share about bright and inspiring youth around the world. So, for today's episode, I have a very special friend of mine. She's currently at Texas, but however, she came all the way from Brunei to pursue her master's degree at Texas. Let me introduce you to Aina.
Hello.
So, how are you doing right now?
Doing great, doing well. Yeah,
Right.
I had a wonderful time during summer and be able to celebrate 4th of July 2 days ago.
Oh, wow. I believe it's Independence Day for the America, right?
Correct, yes.
Right. Great to hear that.
Right.
So,
I was
uh-huh.
able to I went for dinner. Was invited was in dinner with the Texan family, and we have fireworks at the end. It was a really big fireworks at individual residence.
Wow. Gl- I'm happy to hear that. Yeah. So I believe that a lot of participants want to know more about you. So can you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Aainaafaridah Hamdan. You can call me Aina. In short, Aina is what people in social media. Originally, I am from Brunei Darussalam, and I was honored to receive the Fulbright Foreign Student Program, which supported my studies in Master in Public Service and Administration at Texas A&M University in United States.
All right. Great. I know that first of foremost, I know that Fulbright is like highly competitive, right? It's like a lot of people apply every year. So, may we know why do you particularly what inspire you to apply this particular scholarship, Fulbright scholarship, and where do you get the
So,
news? Uh-huh.
okay, um, what inspired me to apply was the opportunity to represent Brunei Darussalam on an international platform while gaining access to world class education in the United States. And this scholarship is more than a financial support for me, it is bigger than that. I think it is a bridge to academic growth, cross cultural exchange, and professional development. I was particularly drawn to the chance to broaden my perspective, to engage with diverse global leaders, and bring back knowledge and skills that can contribute to Brunei Darussalam developments, especially in public service and governance.
Wow, that's very great answer. Typically, people want to apply scholarship just for the matter of lessen the burden in terms of money. But you look at it at different perspective. You want to broaden your paradigm, for example, cultural exchange, or even to represent Brunei Darussalam. That's very wonderful point of view. Yeah. Um, you mentioned that you study at Texas A&M, right? Can we know that what course are you pursuing right now?
I pursued a Master of Public Service and Administration at Texas A&M at the Bush School, with a concentration in Homeland Security and Public Management. The program was both academically rigorous and personally transformative. It deepened my understanding of policymaking, leadership, and crisis management in the public sector, particularly. I had the opportunity to engage with real world case studies, collaborate with professionals from diverse backgrounds, and develop practical skills in strategic planning and interagency coordination, which I aim to apply in improving governance and public service delivery in Brunei Darussalam.
Wow, wow. I I like how do you very you sounded very passionate about your course, right? So me myself, I pursue a physics degree. So I have little to none about your background lah. So but when I'm listening to your background, I feel like wow, this is another field, a new field to me, right? Okay, that's a little but that's thank you for introduce yourself to us. So for the next part of the segment is that because we want to know, we know that Fulbright is like super competitive, and I personally know like some friend of mine that applied scholarship like twice because they failed first time, right? So how was your personal journey? How was the application process like?
Oh, well, the application process was both challenging and rewarding at the same time. It involved several key stages, including crafting a personal statement, securing strong letters of recommendations, submitting academic records, and undergoing a panel interview. Each step required deep reflection on my academic journey, career aspiration, and commitment to public service. It wasn't just about presenting qualification, it was about clearly articulating my purpose and how I could serve as a bridge between Brunei and global community. The process helped me grow in confidence and clarity and solidified my motivation to represent my own country with pride.
Wow, wonderful. I'm just curious. Just now you mentioned about it required strong recommendation letter. So, where do you get recommendation letter from? Is it like from your previous institution or from your previous workplace?
The organization that I work with, and also it was my previous lecturer from Malaysia when I was
Oh,
studying in University Utara Malaysia
I
in Kedah.
see. I see. Wow.
I was studying in Malaysia for 7 years before, and I got to know a lot of lecturer, professor that are still in contact with me up until today.
Wonderful. Why do I ask this question? Because for me myself, uh, to get recommendation letter is because I'm not really into I'm more into academics field, so I'm less into corporate or workplace, right? So my closest people that I want to contact is lecturers or public institution, right? So so it's great to know that you had a lot of connection on that. So just now you mentioned about like problem statement, right? What is the key element or like any how do you prepare, for example, your essay, your interview, and what kind of question that they ask typically?
So I approach the essays as a form of storytelling,
Uh-huh.
aiming to leave the reader with a clear and honest impression of who I am. I focus on being authentic, sharing not just my achievements, but also my values, motivation, and the challenges I've overcome. I highlighted my leadership experiences and community service initiative, showing how they reflect my commitment to public service and my home country.
Wow, I see. Um,
Yeah,
initially,
for the
uh-huh.
for the interview, I prepared truly by watching coach from YouTube, particularly from one of them that I remember, Linda Rayner, whose technique helped me understand how to answer confidently and genuinely. So I also wrote down potential interview questions based on my personal statement and application essays and practiced my responses repeatedly. My goal was not to sound rehearsed, but to be clear, grounded, and truthful in sharing who I am and why this opportunity mattered to me.
Right, right. Oh, you practice through YouTube. Do you have like any some sort of mentor or some people that you look up to? Just now you mentioned about YouTube, right? What's the YouTuber name?
Linda Rayner,
Lina Reyna. So that's your ultimate source for the interview practice, right?
among among the mentors that I had.
Right, right. That's
I actually
wonderful.
such a lot of them, but she was one of the most effective from the tips and advices that I got from her. So you should search for that.
All right, right. We'll look out to it. Just now you mentioned that one thing I feel this scholarship is very not only looking into your academic background, but it look into your leadership. You mentioned about leadership just now, right? Leadership and your service toward community, right? So, are you like part of any NGO? Are you like like to volunteer? What kind of things that what kind of things they look after actually? Because for my scholarship, right, it only solely look into like uh, academics. But for you, I think it's like so special. It's very rare to hear like this kind of case.
So I was previously involved in a lot of programs, such as SEAP, Ship of Southeast Asian Japanese Youth Program, Wisely in Vietnam, ASEAN Foundation, and a lot of programs in Malaysia as well. Not only that, but I go to anything that was free in Brunei before. So I just involved in a lot of different programs so that it developed my skills. And ability for me to polish myself in terms of my personal and professional development. And yeah, it's really an opportunity for me to be able to go narrow down or the leadership skills that I had.
Wow. Back when I was in degree, because unfortunately my degree like mostly COVID time. I don't have experience like what you had back then. So for all youngsters out there, if you have opportunity, just explore. You wouldn't know
Hmm.
that you have like leadership skill that you want to show, or like volunteer skill. Maybe it's going to be a bonus point when you're going to apply any scholarship out there, right?
Right.
That's very good advice. And I'm just wondering, right? Um, how many times do you apply, or is there any like rejection before you succeed, or this is like the first lucky apply and then you straight got of it?
I applied for the first time, and I also get the interview for the first time, and I got all through. Alhamdulillah.
Wow, wow, that's very fortunate. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I believe you have set a lot of effort and time just to prepare for this one. Yeah.
Yes. To be honest with you, I didn't prepare for a year or two in the past. I actually prepared um, for a decade, 10
Wow.
years
Wow.
to study in the United States, actually, which a lot of people didn't know that.
Wow.
And I actually made my so a lot of programs that I mentioned earlier was one of the um, reason I was able to contribute to myself and to be able to be part of the to get a scholarship, and it works. Successfully works for that. So that's why I went to a lot of different programs. So any opportunity that I had, I will just I will go to that place and just know go
Wow.
there and be able to be part of them as a participant.
I'm so shocked to hear that you prepared like like decades and a lot. It's time consuming, but I believe it's very fruitful at the end, and I'm glad that you finally get it.
Yes, I was not surprised when I got through because 10 years preparation was a long time. I prepared a moment before I uh, pursue my bachelor degree in Malaysia, Kedah.
I
So
see.
I put in my mind that, oh, I'm going to pursue my study in abroad in the future, and I started to prepare myself since my first semester.
Wow, wow. You have this, like, what do you call that, dedication that people have, because sometimes people have motivation, they do it. If they don't have motivation, they don't do it, like that. You have like a constant motivation, and then suddenly you grab the trophy on the top. That's a very good commitment you have.
Well, I can say that I use a lot of times that I use law of attraction, LOA. If you believe in that, it's true. And if you put it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Yeah, anonymous.
Wow.
By Rhonda Byrne, I think.
Oh, the book, The Law of Attraction, right?
Law of attraction. I learned a lot from the secret, and a lot of learning of law of attraction and spiritual learning. And yes.
Right, wonderful, wonderful. I think definitely I'm gonna buy that book and recommend to all of you guys, to all the listeners. All right, for the next part, I would like to ask about what is the most rewarding part about being Fulbright scholar under Texas A&M? Yeah.
The most rewarding part was the people, Texan
Ah,
particularly. Being part of a diverse community of scholars also from around the world taught me that while our backgrounds, our cultures, and perspective may differ, we share common goals and values. Engaging in conversation with them expanded my worldview, challenged my thinking, and inspired me to grow both personally and professionally. This connection went beyond academics. They became a source of support, collaboration, and lifelong friendship. It reminded me of the power of global exchange in shaping more empathetic and informed leaders.
wow. Yeah, definitely. Texan, I went to Texas. Texan are great people. They are very, what do you call that, energetic. Yeah, I love
We
all the
met in
vibes.
Texas, remember? I met you all in Austin,
Yeah,
Texas
yeah, yeah.
last year.
I want to go there if I have another opportunity. Yeah.
Yes, I love being surrounded by Texan, and particularly in the states. They're very uh, people that change my view, change my how I think, how my perspective, and that's wonderful.
Yeah, actually, you are right. So before this, when I in my undergraduate, right, I don't have opportunity to travel a lot. So I just mostly live around Johor. So my mind was closed. In Malay, we call it kata bawah tepurong. So
Mm.
yeah, so when I have the opportunity to travel to the US, I went to Indonesia as well. So it broadened my point of view to see another people culture, to learn from them, to meet a lot of bright people, to exchange ideas. So I think that's a very great experience of yours. Yeah, and I think a lot of people, our listener, want experience like this as well. Yeah. So, uh, another thing that I would like to ask: how did the school shape your academic or professional goals? So for this context, right, some people see scholarship as like financial aid, but another people see scholarship as like status. For example, I'm a Rhodes Scholar, or I'm a Chevening Scholar, I'm a Fulbright Scholar. That's a status that they set for them. So how how is it for you shape for your academic or professional goals?
And the experience helped me dream bigger and think beyond simply earning a degree. It gave me the confidence and perspective to envision a future where I could lead meaningful change, both nationally and internationally. Being surrounded by passionate scholars and immersed in a dynamic academic environment broadened my sense of purpose. I now think more deeply about how I can contribute to public sector reform, digital governance, and capacity building initiatives that make a lasting impact, especially in Brunei Darussalam.
I see. Just just now you said about creating impact, right? So I wonder, do you have like a connection to alumni right after you completed your master's degree in the US? For example, alumni of Fulbright scholar in Brunei. Do you have like that some sort of like club or group?
Not that I have for now, but we do have Fulbright scholars from different programs in a WhatsApp group. I am very sure, if I'm not mistaken, I saw about more than 1,000 people in that group. Different,
Countries.
not only different countries, but different program inside one group. You know
Oh,
that we can have a group inside
yeah, yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
mentor, and I have a lot of Fulbright from New York, Fulbright from
Oh,
Washington,
right,
Fulbright
right.
from Louisiana, Fulbright from California. So every part of Fulbright in the United States, they have in that WhatsApp group.
Right,
So
right.
I was able to chat and be able to talk and discuss with them what we had, what the issues, a lot of things that we discuss in the group.
Right, right, right. It's good that you have like contact or uh, s- some people that you can reach out within the Fulbright community.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
for the next part is that I believe all story have like some um, challenges, right? So was there any cultural or academic challenges you face in abroad? For example, like studying style or different timing, right?
Mhm.
Or like different way of student react in the lecture hall.
Yes, adjusting to a new education system and cultural environment in the US was a challenge at first. The academic expectation, classroom dynamic, and emphasis on critical thinking were quite different from what I used to. I sometimes question whether I truly belong, especially in fast-paced discussion. But those moments taught me adaptability, resilience, and humility. Over time, I learned to embrace different perspectives, communicate more confidently, and trust in my own voice. These challenges became turning points that strengthened both my personal growth and academic confidence.
I like you highlight about resilient and adaptability because I know academic. If you go abroad as a traveler or you want to go as vacation, it feels different if you study abroad.
Yeah, right.
So resilient is the key to sustain and to survive in abroad country and also to
Mm,
adapt to whatever do they provide to us. That's a very great advice, right?
yeah.
So another thing is that we would like to know, can you share like a memorable moment from your time as a scholar in Texas?
One of my most memorable moments was my first day on campus at Texas A&M University, walking through the campus, seeing students from all over the world, and realizing I was finally here as a Fulbright scholar felt surreal. I remember attending my first class feeling nervous, but
Wow.
that moment quickly turned into excitement as I engaged in meaningful discussion and realized I belong. It was a powerful reminder of why I applied to challenge myself, to grow, and to represent Brunei on a global stage. That moment made all the hard work leading up to feel truly worth it.
Wow. That's I think I can resonate to your answer because when I first uh, ge- landed to the US and then uh, get into the first step to University of Texas at Austin, it feels surreal. It feels like, wow, is it real or is it a dream? And then I got my metric cards. Wow, I feels like I couldn't believe that I'm truly here. Yeah, it feels like
Right.
I don't know. It's speechless. Yeah, great. So we already come to the closing part. So do you can you give me one word to describe about your scholarship journey?
I would say bright.
Right.
So this journey, yes, bright. This journey illuminated new paths for my personal and professional growth. It opened doors to knowledge, global friendship, and meaningful opportunities that I had never imagined before. It reminded me that with purpose and perseverance, the future can be full of light and possibilities.
Right. Right. So one last question to close our session. What is your final motivation? Would you like to give to those who preparing to apply for example, Fulbright scholarship?
You don't need to be perfect to win a scholarship. You need to be authentic. Start with your story, believe in its worth, and don't be afraid to apply. The worst they can say is no, but the best can change your life.
Wow, that's truly impactful story. I think I like the way you approach to be authentic lah. Because some people they even hired some external person to perfect their CV to match the all the needs of the scholarship. So I think being authentic is it's a great way to being stand out lah, right? So that's all for today, and I hope all people enjoy this podcast. And please give a like, thumbs up, and subscribe for the next episode. So thank you,
Yes, and
Aina,
thank
and
you. Thank you for having me.
yeah, welcome, definitely. Alright. I think that's all for today.
All right.
So
Thank you, Har.
welcome.